How's it going? And welcome to this step-by-step guide on how to set up your calories and macronutrients on MyFitnessPal. So in the top left-hand corner, as you can see, I've already got the MyFitnessPal app open. In the top left-hand corner, we have the menu drop-down. A few options down on the left-hand side, we have the goals section. We're going to click on that. In the middle, we have nutrient goals, and this is where it takes us to be able to set our calories and the macronutrients, carbs, protein, and fat goals also. So let's say, for example, you already know how many calories that you need to consume in order to lose, between 1 and 2 pounds per week, for example. And I'm going to use 1400 calories anyway, but, just obviously for example's sake, you can set that to whatever, your personal calorie target is. So I'm going to use 1400 calories as the example. And the next section, carbohydrate, protein and fats, you can click on any of those and it takes you to this screen where you can fiddle about with the percentages to meet your particular goals. I'm going to assume that I've already calculated my protein goals. We're going to set the protein target first and then go on to the carbs and fats. So let's do that now. So I'm going to say that it's actually 100 grams of protein per day that I need. And as you can see, you can set the percentages, but you can't set the grams, the actual specific grams on the free version. You can, if you want to upgrade to the premium version, in the top right hand corner, as you can see, it's locked in grams there. And you can, it starts sort of asking you if you want to sign up to that. I'm just going to use the free option, and 105 grams of protein is more than close enough for me. There's nothing wrong with having a bit more protein than your target anyway. So I'm going to use that as my target, 105 grams. And how we decide carbs and fats really is down to your personal preference. So for me, for example, I might want to just slightly increase my carbohydrates, reduce my fats, because I love pizza or something, I don't want to miss out on that. So I'm going to increase my carbs. It's the same amount of calories, remember, we're just fiddling about with the percentages, but it just gives me a bit more access to more carbohydrates if I sort of up those percentages. You might, however, want to reduce your carbohydrates and increase the fat section. And that's absolutely fine too. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with fats, nothing wrong with carbs. The only thing that there is something wrong with is if we completely omit carbs or fats. We can't, or protein as well. We can never ever fully omit any particular nutrient group, or macronutrient group, should we say. So I'm going to use that, carbs, protein and fats. Protein's been set first. It's entirely up to you. For the purpose of weight loss, it doesn't matter if you have higher or lower carbs versus fats respectively. It doesn't make any difference to your weight loss results at all. It's really just down to personal preferences and what's most likely basically to keep you consistent over that period of time whilst you're losing weight, which could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be more, it could be less. But no matter what sort of length of time it is, we need to make sure that you're happy and that you're not being overly restrictive on any of these numbers. So I hope that all makes sense. And from this point onwards, you'll be fully set up on your calories and macronutrient goals.